Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and the place to be, it's Deb C. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. I hope everybody is having a great weekend, great day, and a great start to the weekend. It is so gorgeous today in Western Pennsylvania. So the windows are open, the door is open, we're getting lots of fresh air in. And it's almost summer. June 21st is officially summer. Meteorological summer was a few weekends ago, I think, but it's going to be summer. So I did this last year. I thought I would do it again. I thought I would make just a kind of a quick, well, not super quick, but kind of a little bit of a list where I go through the summer movie releases, because this summer, one of the things that I want to do is I definitely want to go to the drive-in. So I thought I would go through a list. This is not all of the movies that will be released, but this is some of the movies. I'm going to go by date and by month. I'll tell you what's going to be hitting the big screens and what's going to be hitting the smaller scenes and what's streaming for everybody out there. I myself personally, I love streaming a movie at home because I have a toilet that I know is clean, and I have a plethora of snacks that I know I love, and I have my dog, and I can be in my pajamas. So there we go. Okay, so starting off June, back on June 2nd, there was a re-release. It was for the Muppet movie. It was a re-release. It was celebrating their 45th anniversary, 45 years. That makes me old. Okay. This weekend, June 7th, we have coming out on Netflix. It is I'm not quite sure if it is a comedy or what. It's starring Glen Powell. It's called Glen Powell, and it's called The Hitman. Glen Powell was in, I first saw him in Top Gun 2, the sequel to Top Gun. He was also in that movie with Sydney Sweeney. Was it Somebody Like You or something like that? It was a rom-com. So anyways, Hitman, from what I understand, it was a big hit at the Fall Film Festival. So I guess it's taken a little while to get to the small screen for mass consumption. Also this weekend, it is Bad Boys Ride or Die. This is the 4th installment in the Bad Boys franchise. It of course stars Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. There's also Watchers. This is with Dakota Fanning. It's about like a mysterious creature, and it is directed by Ashana Night Shyamalan. Okay. June 14th, next weekend, we have a big animated sequel coming out, and that's Inside Out 2. So Riley is a teen now, and there's some new emotions that are moving in. All of the previous voices, all the previous stars are coming back, but they're welcoming in, like I said, some new emotions. There's going to be envy, anxiety, which I believe anxiety is voiced by Maya Hawke from Stranger Things. There's also embarrassment and ennui. I'm not quite sure what ennui is. Please, somebody in the comments, tell me what ennui is. It's ENNUI. Also, another animated movie coming out on the 14th, but this is going to be coming to Netflix. It's an animated movie called Ultraman Rising. We also have Tuesday, and that stars Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and it's basically about the mother of a teen. I believe she passes, but I had written down that she passes and she meets death in the form of a talking bird. So, I don't know, could be interesting. June 21st, I'm already seeing, why was I going to say this? Movies. I'm already seeing commercials on this. It's a drama called The Bike Riders. It's with Austin Butler, Tom Hardy, Mike Faust, who was just in Challengers, and Jodie Comer. And it's about a Midwestern bicycle club in the 60s. It is based, I believe, on a picture, on maybe a photo book that was put out. I guess it's highly anticipated. There's also Thelma. This to me sounds like it could be a fun watch for the summer. It stars June Squibb and Richard Roundtree. It's like a Mission Impossible. It's a Mission Impossible style adventure where the two of them cross LA to recover money lost to a phone scammer. And so it's kind of like it's a Mission Impossible style adventure, but with comedy. I feel like this could be maybe a sleeper of the summer, something that might not do like bang up business, but I think it might be funny. I think it might be fun to see. Next is Kinds of Kindness. This is yet another Yorgos Lanthimos jam with Emma Stone and Willem Dafoe. It's a big ensemble cast. It also stars Jesse Plemons, who we know was in, he was in Power of the Dog, I think it was. But anyways, Jesse Plemons, he won Best Actor at the Cannes Film Festival for this. It also has Joe Alwyn. Joe Alwyn is, in case that face, that was because I'm a Swiftie. So it has Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, Joe Alwyn, Jesse Plemons. It also has Margaret. I know it's her last name is not Corey, but she is now married to oh gosh, if I can't remember. Who's the guy that writes for Jack Antonoff? She's married to Jack Antonoff. Okay. So that's coming out on June 21st. Also on June 21st, it's going to be on Apple. It's going to be in theaters. It's going to be streaming on June 28th. So it's going to be in theaters and then streaming June 28th on Apple. It is Fancy Dance. It's with Lily Gladstone, who rightfully so was Oscar nominated. Lily Gladstone. She's a woman caring for her niece on a reservation. She's also searching for her missing sister. And it also highlights the plight of Indigenous women. I think this is a very important movie to be made. Anything that brings light to the plight of missing Indigenous women, I feel is greatly needed. Also, on my birthday, it's June. So June, in case you didn't know, is my birthday month. June 23rd. We have no big releases, but a hilarious movie is going to be re-released as a sing-along for their 25th anniversary. It's South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. So it's sing-along. That could be fun. June 25th, we have 2 documentaries coming out. Both of them are going to be streaming. One is on Hulu. That is Diane von Furstenberg, Woman in Charge. And that's going to feature different interviews with different celebrities and fellow designers. There's also on June 25th, I was looking for the date. Also on June 25th, if you're a Celine Dion fan, it is I Am Celine Dion. It's on going to be on Amazon and MGM. And this is really a behind the scenes look at her life now and her living with stiff person syndrome. I will say, I have never really been the biggest fan of Celine Dion. I did, however, watch a little bit of an interview with her on a snippet on the Today Show. Very sad. Very sad. But she's being very brave and she's fighting it and she's living with it and she's not giving up. So I believe that will be a good watch. I think that will be very interesting and very pull at your heartstrings. Okay, rounding out June, on June 28th, we have, this is one that I'm looking forward to, and I will absolutely see probably in the movie theaters because I love the whole franchise. But when I saw something, some comments about this, I was like, oh no, please don't say it's so. So it's A Quiet Place, Day One. This is a prequel about the invasion. Like, we had the first one, we knew there was an invasion. The second one, it's a follow-up, but you were kind of wondering maybe like what happened? How did this come to be? Well, this is the prequel to that. It stars Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn who played Eddie Mumford, was that his name, in Stranger Things. I've seen them on the carpet here and there, and I was like, I really hope that they're together. I don't think they are. I think they're dating other people. Very sharp looking couple. But so it's those two. It's A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place Day One. The thing that was disturbing to me, that was like, oh no, was that John Krasinski is not directing this. He directed the first two. He's not directing this one. This is being directed by Michael Sarnowski, and I believe it said that he directed a movie called Pig, which I have no idea what it is. So John Krasinski is out as director, which I don't know what's behind that. So also there is going to be part one of a two-parter starring Kevin Costner. The first part is going to come out on June 28th. It's Horizon, an American Saga chapter. They're saying that it is a two-parter. It's a Western epic. And the second one, the second part is going to be coming out on August 16th. Okay, I'm back. My mom had come home. As you heard, Jack was barking. So we are going to try this again. Okay. Also in June, we have a comedy starring Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, and Joey King. And it's going to be on Netflix. It is called A Family Affair. Okay, that is June 28th. Rounding out June is Daddy-O. It is another movie. It's movie number 2 of the summer with Dakota Fanning. This is with Dakota Fanning and Sean Penn, and it is about a woman and her taxi driver during one night in New York City. So this, to me, I'm thinking is probably going to be those two attached. I'm thinking it's going to be a drama. I could be wrong. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay. Kind of like Taxi Driver, maybe? I don't know. I'm just saying. That's all it said about it. It's called Daddy-O. It's out June 28th. Okay. Starting with July 3rd. The weekend of July 3rd, it is a weekend that has 2 sequels and one movie that sounds pretty interesting to me. The first one is Despicable Me 4. So this is the 4th, obviously, in the franchise of Despicable Me. We also have Axe. We also have Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. This is, of course, with Eddie Murphy, Judge Reinhold, and Paul Reiser. It is, once again, the 4th part of this franchise. It's like 40 years after the original. Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. I kind of wish Hollywood would get away from all of the sequels. Sure, some of them are great, but I kind of wish Hollywood would have an original idea. That's all. Okay, and the last one I'm going to tell you about, it's called Possum Trot. The only thing that is giving me pause on this is that it's from Angel Studios. Angel Studios is the studio that brought out, that released Sound of Freedom. It was a couple years ago. It was with, or was it last year? It was with Jim Caviezel. It was about human trafficking. I had watched something on Fun Day Fridays, a video on Fun Day Fridays about Angel Studios, and I don't know that they have the greatest reputation. However, Possum Trot, it sounds like an absolutely amazing, heartfelt story that kind of brought me to tears. It's based on a true story. It's about 22 families living in Possum Trot, Texas. It's an East Texas town. It's a very small town. And these 22 families, they adopt 77 difficult to place children. They adopt them out of the foster system. And watching the trailer, it brought tears to my eyes. These kids were like in situations where there was SA and just terrible situations. It sounds like a phenomenal movie. That's one that I would love to see. Okay, on July 11th, Tyler Perry has another movie out. It is Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black. This is going to be on the small screens. It's going to be on Prime Video, and it stars Megan Good. Next day, on July 12th, we have 2 movies released. We have Fly Me to the Moon. That's with Scarlett Johansson. That's with ScarJo and ScarJo, like I know her. That's with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. It is going to be in the theaters, but it's also going to be on Apple TV Plus. It's a rom-com. And the next one is Sing Sing. This is with Oscar nominee Colman Domingo. Colman Domingo, if you remember, was in Rustin. He landed a very, very well-deserved Best Actor nod for Rustin. But he stars in Sing Sing. This has been getting fantastic reviews at film festivals, and it's a film about incarcerated men who begin acting in a theater group. Like I said, it's getting rave reviews at the fall film festivals. I would be very interested in seeing that. July 19th, here's another film that for me is like, but why? I mean, the first one was okay. I enjoyed the first one. But July 19th, it's Twisters. This is a standalone sequel to the 1996 film by the same name, Twister. Was it Twister or Twisters? Anyways, it's a sequel. If you didn't see the first one, doesn't matter. You don't have to see that to see this one. This stars, once again, another movie with Glenn Powell. It's Glenn Powell, Daisy Edgar Jones, and Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos was in Hamilton. That's what I know Anthony Ramos from. He's from Hamilton. Okay, July 26th. Here's the one that's going to be a big blockbuster of the summer. I will see it. Will I see it in the movies? I don't know. In the movie theater? I don't know. But it's Deadpool and Wolverine. So they are getting Deadpool and Wolverine together. So of course you got Ryan Reynolds, you got Hugh Jackman. They have a notoriously funny back and forth kind of like feud going on. That should be interesting to see. There's also the Fab Four. This is a movie, and this is a movie that I think is great for the summer and for women. The Fab Four, it stars 4 absolutely amazing women. It is Susan Sarandon, Megan Mullally, and Sheryl Lee Ralph. Sheryl Lee Ralph is so good in Abbott Elementary. They get together, they go to Key West to attend the wedding of their friend, Miss Bette Midler. So Sarandon, Mullally, Susan Sarandon, Megan Mullally, Sheryl Lee Ralph, and Bette Midler. I think that's going to be great. Okay, August. We're starting off August with, we've got 2 movies that I'm going to highlight. The first one is The Instigators. This is going to be first in theaters, then it's going to be streaming August 9th on Apple TV Plus. Okay, and this stars Matt Damon, Casey Affleck. This stars Matt Damon, Casey Affleck, Hong Chow. I might be mispronouncing the last name. Chau. It is a comedic heist. Okay, that could be good. And there's also Harold and the Purple Crayon. This is a family fantasy film, which is easy for me to say. Family fantasy film that blends both animation and live action. It's an adaptation of the classic 1995 children's book by the same name. It stars Zachary Levy. Can I talk? Zachary Levy and Lil Rel Howery. Let's start it over. Zachary Levi. Am I saying that right? Zachary Levi and Lil Rel Howery. So there we go. That is August 2nd. Okay, August 9th, I'm going to tell you, I saw the little preview for this. Not a big preview, but just like a little teaser. I'm going to tell you, Josh Hartnett, if you're a fan of Josh Hartnett, he's back. In this movie, he looks like he might do it for me in this movie. Anyways, the movie is called Trap. It stars, like I said, Josh Hartnett. It's an M. Night Shyamalan thriller. Here's the deal. He takes his daughter to a concert, and everybody's going crazy, and he's like, something seems off. He talks to a vendor, he's out there getting, I guess, merchandise or something for his daughter. And he says, do you want me to tell you a secret? Don't tell anybody. But this is set up. This is all a setup to try and catch this so-and-so killer. And he's like, oh, really? And then you're thinking, wait a minute. Is he the killer? I'm going to tell you. Go on to, I think I say Google. Go onto YouTube, type in Trap, Josh Hartnett. You'll see what I mean. It looks kind of good. Looks kind of interesting. Okay, also very highly anticipated. Why was I doing this? Very highly anticipated. Very highly anticipated is the film. It's the adaptation of the wildly popular Colleen Hoover bestseller. It Ends With Us. It's starring Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. I'm going to tell you, please don't come at me in the comments. I think I might be one of only 2 people in the world who didn't like this book. I was not a fan of it. I believe maybe me and my friend Emily. I don't know that Emily liked it. I did not like this book. I didn't even finish it. I didn't like it at all. So the chances of me seeing this, I really like Blake Lively. I think she's a lovely person. However, I don't think I'll see this. And lastly, on the weekend of August 9th, we have Borderlands. This is Eli Roth's action-adventure film, and it's based on the video game by the same name. It stars Kevin Hart. Now, this is something I never thought I would find myself saying, that these 2 people were in the same movie together. Just listen, wait for it. It's Kevin Hart and Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett, in the still that I saw, is looking very badass. I never thought that I would see that, but there we go. Starring in Borderlands is Cate Blanchett and Kevin Hart. All right, August 16th, we have, remember I told you there's that 2-parter with Kevin Costner, and it's a Western epic. August 16th is when the second part comes out. Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 2. Okay, that's with Kevin Costner. Also on August 16th, it's a movie on, for us that like to watch movies on the small screen in the comfort of our own home. It's on Netflix. It is The Union. It's starring Halle Berry and Mark Wahlberg. They play 2 former high school sweethearts turned spy. So it's an action rom-com. Okay. August 23rd, we have Blink Twice. This is going to be in theaters first. Then it's going to be on the small screens on Amazon and MGM Plus. Okay, so this is the directorial debut from Zoe Kravitz. And starring in it is, I believe they're engaged, Channing Tatum. So Channing Tatum plays a tech billionaire who invites a waitress, who's played by Naomi Ackel, to his private island. And then shit gets weird. It didn't say that in the comments. It didn't say shit gets weird, but shit gets weird. So there we go. Also, we have Between the Temples. This stars Jason Schwartzman and the hilarious Carol Kane. They develop an unlikely friendship as she studies to get a late in life bat mitzvah. And lastly, and this is one, please Hollywood, please come up with original ideas. Please come up with original ideas. There are some movies here where I was like, yeah, that sounds original. Like that movie I just told you about, Between the Temples. That sounds original. I love a movie that highlights a positive true story like Possum Trot. A Quiet Place. 1, 2, and now this one. But this one I'm going to tell you about doesn't fall in that category. I don't understand why it needed to be made. The first one is a classic and shouldn't be touched. It's The Crow. It's with Bill Skarsgård, FKA Twigs. It's a reboot. Why? Just why? Like, I mean, Brandon Lee in the original, oh, rest in peace, man. But why? We don't need another one. We don't. Leave it alone. And then rounding out the month, we have the movie Reagan. And Dennis Quaid stars in Reagan. He plays the 40th president, Ronald Reagan. So there we go. That is what we have coming out in the summer. In this summer for movies. There have already been a few that have been released. The Garfield movie, once again, If is another example of a very original movie. A movie that I love to see made. Another original movie to me is Thelma, the one starring June Squibb and Richard Roundtree. It's sure it's a buddy comedy. However, it's a comedy. However, it is casting two late in life, actors. I love to see that. So there we go. That's what's coming out. Let me know in the comments which one of these you will be seeing. And with that being said, nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so they come right back at you. Please take care of one another. And always, number one, please be aware of your surroundings. Number two, please stay safe. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, and who knows what we have going on for the rest of the month. I do. At least some of it. So everybody have a great day. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.